Strategic lady.
Motivate, transforming power. Motivate, transforming power. Motivate, transform.
Good afternoon, good morning, and good evening. Welcome to the Strategic Ladies podcast. Today's episode is called The Not So New Valentine's Day: Love, Likes, and Letdowns.
In this episode, we'll explore the new dynamics of Valentine's Day. From social media pressure to evolving relationship norms, we're going to unpack it all right here on this Valentine's Day. And what we've got special today is 4 generations on the mic. So I'm Yaya, and I represent the seasoned and sensible crowd.
I'm Jacinta, and I'm somewhere in the middle, so we'll see what I'm thinking.
And we're
We
going to represent Gen Z.
I'm Isabella.
I'm Nat or Natalia if you're feeling fancy.
And we're the best generation here.
Basically. Either way, be sure to tune into our podcast and find more about us at strategicladies.com.
So, hey everyone, how are you doing today? Jacinta, how are you?
I am doing well. It's really nice to be back on the show with you, Mom. And also, it's really nice to have my two lovely girls on the show adding to the Strategic Ladies. So I'm really
Stop
excited
it.
about
Oh,
this.
Stop
shucks.
it.
Oh,
Stop.
shucks.
Natalia, how are you doing, Natalia?
You know, I'm doing great. I have my coffee, waking me up early this morning, almond milk, because we like to stay healthy around here and dairy free.
And
I'm doing absolutely amazing.
that's Isabella. Good. Well, it sounds like we're all going great today, which is a good thing.
Well, how about you, Mom? How are you doing?
Oh, I'm doing great. I'm doing wonderful. I'm glad to have my crew here and getting back on the show. It's really nice.
Awesome. Well, let's start this conversation. What was Valentine's Day like when you were 17 or 20? Mom, Estella, Dr. E.
Oh, honey, I don't even remember the 20, but let me tell you something. If you got a card and maybe a box of chocolate, dark chocolates, I was thrilled. We were thrilled at that time. No one was posting online. It was
Specifically
very
dark.
private.
Wait, you guys didn't like post on anywhere or like tell your friends you were going out?
We launched relationships by actually introducing ourselves to someone in person, Isabella.
Okay, well, with the Gen Z, if you're not really posting it anywhere, people don't really assume it's real. So, you know, we do our soft launches and hard launches, but I guess that's the difference between the generations now.
I guess it's hard for me because I feel like I'm a little bit in between both because I want my presents. I
Okay,
guess
Miss
Mom's nice. She
MySpace.
just wants chocolate. I know, right? Basically, don't be aging me, girl. I am Instagram.
She said MySpace.
Yes, but yeah, I want a little bit of both. Like, I want some chocolate, but I want you to post me too. Because if you don't post, it's kind of like nowadays it looks kind of bad, in my opinion.
That's what
Yeah.
I'm saying. Because people are like, okay, we could be. They use the term, oh, we could be private, but I feel like there's ways to be private without being secretive. You
Yeah,
know,
because I really hate when it's only one person too. Like only.
oh my
one
God, I
person's
hate when I
posting
see that
something.
too. Like you see a girlfriend, oh, love my boyfriend,
No,
blah, blah, blah.
love of my life.
Love of my life.
Best day today.
And it's like, she would repost it if he posted something, right? Because that's normal. And you don't see the equal effort there. That's what I don't like about the social media thing.
Yeah, it sounds exhausting. It seems like romance
Mom, what
should
are your
be.
thoughts on it?
What I was saying, it sounds kind of exhausting. I think romance should be not a production team. It should be natural.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
I think it depends. I
So what
think
do you
that's
guys think's actually new?
what's new.
Like in Valentine's Day. Like, I mean, like, okay, so like Yaya was saying chocolates. What's
I think
something
it's
like
definitely become
new,
like a
like in your
bigger
generation that
thing.
you feel added?
Because like even leading up to the day, my friends will literally like post it on their stories, like, "Oh, I'm going blah blah." They'll have already something like kind of set up. It's not gonna be like a cute little like, "Oh, let me get her a little bear."
Right?
One thing I don't like, and this was something I thought about. How do you guys feel, especially the older generations? I want to hear everybody's generate. That sounds mean, older generations, but let's say everybody's generations.
Old
How do you
people.
guys, how do you guys feel about instead of just regular birthday or Valentine's Day gifts? I'm seeing people decorate beds like,
Yeah,
oh,
I love
love,
my
it seems
pets.
transactional, you know, like we decorate
Oh.
the bed for Valentine's Day, but it's more of a transactional thing. I gave you a gift, so I expect something. I
No,
don't
I
like that.
decorated the
I had
bed. I
something to
want to see you
say.
win it
Hold
two
on there.
nights.
I had something to say.
Hold
Go ahead.
on, Brandon.
I'm old lady, my old generation.
Yep,
I
this old
get
generation. Old generation, please share your piece.
old
Yes.
generation thinks that sometimes it feels a little forced.
True, Mom.
It feels a
You know
little
what I
forced. I mean,
think?
everybody seems like they're fake. It's not like real. It's just like for pictures or social at the moment. I mean, come on. I think it's, I don't know. You buy something expensive, you buy
I
it.
agree with you. I agree with you because I mean I get it. Like people want to share. Like they've gotten. Okay, I don't know. Can you guys tell? I feel like I can tell when people are like over the top just sharing what instead of when it's actually natural giving.
Yeah.
So like I've seen people like post like, "Oh my gosh, look at these flowers like I got," where it looks like it would be a natural event rather than somebody that's like, "Oh, they did." I mean, it's just the way that it's done. I agree with you. I think sometimes it's performative. I
Mm-hmm.
think it's
Yeah.
sweet the old times. Like I remember when you didn't have the socials like you did now and
Mm-hmm.
things happen, you could talk about it. But now people, it seems like it's like a one up. Oh, I went on this great vacation. And it's like the expectations for I feel sorry for a lot of these guys and women that are like having to do these over the top things because that little thing of just getting candy or a teddy bear seems like nothing now because of the expectations of our society.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Definitely.
I agree, and I think that what I like the social media I seem to watch are either the AI generated ones, stop laughing, or either the
Oh,
ones that
yeah, yeah,
Wasn't
ChatGPT.
wasn't laughing, don't worry.
See, that's the older
are
generation,
are the
guys.
ones that because I'm looking for one that's perfect, which AI
Right.
usually is, are the ones that are raw, that people just get on there and they're natural. Those are the ones that speak to me, and I think that the natural ones that should be used like for Valentine's Day.
Well, you brought up a good point, Mom, because what do you guys feel like the expectations are? Like, what are people, and let's go through like the age groups. We'll start with Yaya or Mom, Dr. E.
Mm-hmm.
Like, you have 500 names, Mom. What?
Just
I mean, now we got everybody on there. Now I have to like announce you in different ways. What do you feel like the expectations are now? Like, I mean, go from then to now in your age group, and then we'll just go with the girls too after us. But I'm just wondering, like, do you feel like what the expectations are, and then what do you feel like they've changed to, or it's the same in our age groups?
Yeah, I think that what we need more of, like we had before, is communication and less assumption. Yeah, but people assume a lot, and I think that if we communicate more, people won't have to have any assumptions. I think we also need less consumption, where we're spending so much to impress someone, although I understand, but I say that as a caveat, though. I think that people should want to do as much as they can and make people feel good about that day. Like I remember living in the Netherlands where that one girl wanted Valentine's Day, and all she wanted was her husband to take, or boyfriend to take her out to dinner,
Oh
and he
my
didn't
God, I
do it
remember this story.
because he didn't want to. He didn't believe in celebrating. I think that's mean.
Right. But that's a whole nother show because I feel like sometimes you know what the person's like and you can't change that person.
yeah.
So
Mm-hmm.
that's where I feel like when they talk about being evenly yoked, you need to be evenly yoked because if I'm dating somebody and they're like, "Oh my God, I don't want to ever get married," that wouldn't be my type of person
Yeah.
because I know deep down one day I possibly would be. You know what I mean? So it's like
Mhm.
Mm-hmm.
you can't go into something, I don't know. I don't know their relationship deep down. Maybe he was like, I never want to celebrate Valentine's Day. And she's like, oh, yeah, I totally agree. And
Or
then
like he
now it comes up
did,
and she's
and
like,
it's
well,
like I
celebrate.
think that happens a lot
Mhm.
too, is like they'll
Right.
get in a relationship and people don't really try as hard anymore because they're like, oh, I already got her, so it doesn't really matter.
Right.
And it's like you can't even embrace me on the
Yeah.
day of love. Come on.
Yeah, we call that, they have a term
Right.
for that now. They say low effort relationships, but I feel like that's just kind of
That's just being
passing.
lazy.
Yeah, that's passing. That's just excusing the behavior. I feel like you have to put efforts into to things you to people you love. You put effort into your appearance. You put effort into, well, some people do. I know I do. But I put effort
I
into
don't.
doing my hair, and I because I like to look nice, so I put effort into doing my hair. I put effort into the food I make. I mean, if you don't want to put effort into it, that's just my personal opinion, though. So I feel like Bella said, I feel like
I
people
agree.
try, and once they attain the goal, it's like, okay, well, I got what I wanted. I don't have to try anymore. But I feel like when it
Yeah.
comes to relationships, because we put that same effort into events with stuff, like if we go to parties, we're like, okay, well, I need to make the plans. I have to make sure everybody's together.
Yeah.
It should be the same for
Okay,
relationships.
actually, I have a question
Oh,
for
okay, Queen.
all the generations.
Okay, Queen.
When you guys are like, if you already have a partner, right? And like, let's say like you've been dating for like, I don't know, like let's say you've already gone through your first Valentine's Day, and like you
Mm-hmm.
guys weren't together like necessarily before the Valentine's Day.
Mm-hmm.
Do you think that like your partner needs to ask you to be their Valentine every year, or does
Yes.
it only need to be like only when you're not dating?
This is a big one.
Even
Big one.
though, wait, can I say it first?
Okay, there's Natalia. Yes, Nat.
I'm high maintenance, right? Even though, and
Yeah.
I maybe this might be toxic because I do have high expectations when it comes to these type of things, but it's
That's
just
good. After
it's just the thought, even though, of course, it's like if we're married, it's like, oh yeah, I know you're my husband, and yeah, you know that I'm your wife. It should be the same, like, oh, I love you, honey, I love you. Like it's like a reaffirmation, right? And it's like the romance. It's the idea of, oh yeah, I still gotta, even though I know you're gonna be my Valentine, I have to ask
Yeah,
again
I mean,
because
actually, you got a good point because it's like also like even though I know you love me because we're married, like we still say I love you all the time. Like, it doesn't
mm-hmm,
just go away. So like, why wouldn't you ask me to be your Valentine all the time?
mm-hmm,
What
mm-hmm, mm-hmm.
changes?
You know what's funny
Um,
about this is that, Mom, what is your thought on this? And then I'll say mine.
uh, you know, I don't really, because okay, so I'm not typical most people, okay? So I'm not one of these, oh, my Valentine's, you didn't ask me. It's like, I think that you should acknowledge it, but I don't know if you should, if someone came to me and said, can you be my Valentine? I'll be like, what?
Well, that's
Married.
different. Yeah,
You're
Bella
already
was
married.
talking
Why you want
about
to be my
if we're
Valentine?
already in a
Like,
relationship.
Yeah, yeah. So
Yeah, that's what
it
I
just
mean.
depends. I mean, I think that you should say, "Oh, happy Valentine's, babe," or "Happy Valentine's," but to say, "Will you be my Valentine's?" And I guess it's kind of like I'll be like, "You're stupid." No.
Oh,
Oh
okay.
my.
That's
so that's
nice.
so wait,
I love that.
so this is generational, right? So
Mhm.
then I'm somewhere, and it's
Stupid.
funny, I'm somewhere in between, right?
Hmm.
So for me, I love my daughter's energy. Like, I feel like you're right. It needs to reaffirm your love. Like, it's
Hmm.
sweet. It's a sweet gesture. Is it necessary? In some cases, maybe not. But I think that I've seen so many, and this is where social media comes in. I've seen so many people now, like even older people, where I think it's so cute when the man, like every year there was this guy and he was like 85. It was like really cute. Me and my old people, like, oh, sorry, not old people,
Jesus,
um,
old people.
aging beautifully, people that do posts, and he asked her every year from when they got married, and I'm like, oh my God, that's so sweet.
Yeah, I get
I feel
that.
Exactly.
like that makes it like
Yeah,
an extra mile. It's
yeah,
like an extra
Yeah.
mile, and it's also like, I mean, I think it goes along with you look at these strong relationships, and one
Hmm.
key thing is like what Mom mentioned earlier, or Dr. E, she said, communication's key. And I feel
Yeah,
like this is like communicating my still like budding love for you, because don't assume that everything's great. Like, it's a
yeah, yeah.
reaffirmation. It's like one day a year. Come on, like your anniversary and
Hmm.
Valentine's Day, you
Hmm.
can't be extra romantic. Now, some people aren't romantic, but I mean, it
Yeah.
shows that like I think
Yeah, it's one
I
day a
don't know how
year.
my girls are gonna I don't know how Bella and Nat are gonna be, but I like a little romance. It doesn't have to be every
Hmm.
day, but like yeah, like you better ask me and bring me something nice, or I'm gonna remember that.
So that's the thing. I think that because I haven't been in a relationship for a while, I may be stale.
Stale
In
is crazy.
yeah, in my
Stale.
thoughts. I may be still in my
It's
thoughts.
like old bread.
Yeah, but I think that, in reality, I would want someone to recognize me if I think about it. Yeah. So
So you guys, who do you feel Valentine's Day leaves out?
Um, in all honesty, I don't know if like anyone's really left out on Valentine's Day just because I feel like it's a day of love and that love doesn't necessarily have to be in relationships. It could be in any form.
Yeah, because like, you see the Galentine's days. Like I did the
Oh, people
Galentine's
love the
Day
Valentine's Day.
way back, well, a few years ago,
Yes.
but it was all my friends and we were single. And some of us just got out of relationships and we were like, well, that's not going to stop us. Let's do something sweet for each other. So I made my friend like we did like it's kind of like a secret Santa, right? So we had a bowl of our names and then we made a gift
Yeah.
or something. So I went out of my way because, I'm amazing and made a DIY like flower made out of like sour candies for my friend. And yeah, it was just really sweet because
well,
I just thought it's a
really
sweet thing to
sweet.
do with each other.
Well, I think people who are single and my age sometimes feel left out. Um,
Yeah.
because I think that when you're divorced or when you get older, you don't have as much community sometimes. Some people do, but because I've moved around so much, but I think what's good about Valentine is that I'm able to see it through other people sometimes. So that's where social and having a family is good because you're able to see like, oh, they got Valentine's gifts, and then, it but I do think sometimes you feel an element of Valentine's missing.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Mm, I
Well,
think
you know,
it's about perspective. Sorry.
Yeah.
yeah. For me, I think, I have to actually go with you. I think sometimes the sad part is there's so many people that want to celebrate that, and that's what I love about these new like things. Because when I was younger, there wasn't like a Galentine's Day, and there
Mm-hmm.
wasn't, like I don't remember my friends really doing that. Like some of us would be like, "Oh my God, I'm gonna be a Valentine." Like we'd say it, but there wasn't like, "Oh my God, we're gonna all get together." And I think I love that, Bella and Nat's generation are now like really like empowering each other to like, it's so what, we may not have some special person now. And I'm hoping guys do that too, where they're like, we're gonna all go to the bar or like whatever they do. I think it's good to
Mhm.
not just like, because that pressure of like having someone sometimes on those days can really like be harsh. So there's other ways of have loving love without being, with your love at that time.
I
So,
Yeah.
think I
okay,
think
so
the
you guys,
thing our generation did differently as well is that we have different societal pressures. Now it's not rushed to get married there's not really a timeline for anything. We've kind of embraced the okay because people used to get married what like way before me like 1918 like really it's which is crazy to think about. But our societal pressures are different, you know? And I
Mm-hmm.
kind of, that's one thing I do like about our generation now, because even if you go think about prom, like it kind of started happening around when I was doing like middle school dances and stuff, where it wasn't like, oh, you need a date, you need to go with somebody, to make a statement. Now it's like, oh, well, we could just go with our friends and people want to think twice about it. It's just,
Exactly.
that's one thing I do like. But like you guys mentioned, there is always that element. It's about perspective. Like there's you take charge in this time and era. It's like, okay, do I want
Yeah.
to sulk about it and be sad, or let's do something, make it still a fun night, even if that one element is missing.
Yeah.
But
Yeah.
that's all I had to say about that.
okay, you guys, so it's time for the hot topics part of
Oh,
Oh,
our,
I'm so
yeah,
excited.
but about to get spicy. So I'm gonna ask you guys, like we're gonna go in order, okay? A couple of questions, and you have to say yes or no, or you can get elaborate, okay?
So excited. Okay.
So the first question is, are situationships acceptable on Valentine's Day? Let's start with Dr. E, mom. So that's like not really a relationship, but it's a situation.
So I'm trying to understand the question. Are
Okay. So situationships are kind of like situational relationships.
mm-hmm. You know, um situational relationships. That's a
Yeah,
hard
so
one
they're
for
not
me
For
fully
because
Valentine's
together.
Day.
yeah,
It's tech.
So
Okay,
like
this
I'm
is the
not
new
really
generation
with you.
term. You're not in
yeah,
a real
I
relationship,
Yeah.
understand.
but
Yeah,
you have all the relationship elements. So they'll probably
yeah.
It's
go on
like
a few
friends with
dates.
benefits.
Yeah,
There
Right.
you
but
That's
go.
what I'm
you
thinking.
haven't
Yeah,
said, "Oh yeah, we are officially dating."
Or
So
they're
it's
like, I
really
don't
in
want to
yeah,
there.
date.
yeah, yeah.
Yeah.
Well, okay, so since it isn't official, I think you have to lean toward being thoughtful or being again, I think it again boils down to communication. In some situational relationships, the expectations and it has been communicated that hey, we don't recognize that birthdays or whatever, maybe. And Valentine's Day may be one of those. But I
Yeah.
do think the thoughtful process would be, oh, you know what? We have this relationship regardless if it's official, and I want to do something nice for you. So
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
that's my opinion.
So for me, I think, you know what? Like, don't save yourself the drama. Situationships, you should not expect anything on Valentine's Day. So, like, if it
Mm-hmm.
happens and you guys plan it, and like, if you feel like it's going to go to the next level, but if it's really just a situationship, I would not expect you to get and I think that's where a lot of people go wrong because I think sometimes, and I won't say all, I won't, I'm going to focus on women because I'm a woman. I've had friends where I feel like they're like, oh my gosh, we're dating. And like, I've seen like how the relationship's going and he's dating other people too. And they're thinking that they're going to get this masterful Valentine's Day thing happen. And it's
Mm-hmm.
a no go. And I'm not surprised, but they are. So I feel like it's better not to assume. But maybe that's the
Mm-hmm.
Capricorn in me.
Mhm.
How about you, Natty?
No, I completely agree because I mean I hate the term situationship, and there's a lot of people that everybody to each their own, correct? But I feel like it's really damaging our
Right.
dating scene right now because a lot of people are not comfortable with that, but they have hopes of getting into a situationship and it developing into a real relationship, but it takes two parties to come to that conclusion, right? So there'll be one person hoping for something where the other one's like, "Well, I'm fine where it is." Um, but I think it's really damaging to our dating scene right now, but I'm not a big fan of it. And like I said, you should not have relationship expectations in situationships. So if you're with somebody and this is a quote unquote situationship, you can't expect, like, I don't know, you can't expect them to take you to a amazing dinner for
Michelin
Valentine's
star
Day.
restaurant.
Yeah, because it's
She's
like, you're
what's
not,
your
that's
thoughts?
relationship.
I okay, to me, situationships, because they're not together, there's something in the way. Like either one of them doesn't really want to date, like you guys said, or like there's a situation going on in their lives where they don't
Or they're
really
not
feel
over
like
their
that.
ex. Dun dun
Oh,
dun.
well, that would even be actually even worse.
Mm,
But I just think like at that point, since you guys actually aren't together, then I don't know if it's really a place to celebrate like holidays together. Because like if you don't want me, then why are we spending like literally the day of love together if you still don't want to even date me?
Yeah, that's
Mhm.
right.
so
I mean, I guess
horrible.
it's different because some people like when they're just dating around, they'll be like, "Oh, do you want to be my Valentine?" And they'll like take them out. Like I think that's different, but to me, I don't really think you're a situationship if like you're spending days together.
Well, I just have to say, I love the generational perspective of this because situationship is kind of new to me. So it's
It's
funny.
literally friends with benefits. And to me,
I
It's
mean, that's what we
yeah,
would call,
literally, mom.
but
It's
it's
just
funny.
that.
We would
it's
call it
literally
friends
friends
with
to
benefits. So it's
benefits.
good that they've titled it something. But yeah, I agree with everyone's uh,
But I
thoughts
think
on
too,
that.
it's like literally with like if you just take the term friends with benefits, just like you're just friends with doing all the stuff that a relationship
Yeah.
does, but you're
Mhm.
not dating them. So really, Valentine's Day, I feel
Yeah,
like is one of
they
those
tried to make it
days.
sound better, but it still sounds horrible.
Yeah, it
Yeah.
actually sounds. I think
What about
friends
okay?
with
So
benefits sounds better.
I do kind of too. Okay. Last hot topic question. Okay, so I know the girls have their opinion on this, and I can't wait to hear it. So Doctor, we're gonna start with you.
Hmm.
Do you feel like forced romance, okay? So now we're dating, okay? Should
Hmm.
public affection be encouraged or is it too much? Like, do you feel like people should like slow their roll when they're out with public affection? So, I mean, this is just a relationship topic, I guess, more so.
Oh, I'm
Okay.
What
really
do you think
excited.
about public displays of affection?
Okay, so here's the thing.
Go ahead,
Um,
Dr. E.
Today is a different world we're living in. And I think people don't understand public displays of affection and the limits of those and what's acceptable and what's not. And I think that cultures need to be represented. You know, if I go to a country that doesn't want that and I
Hmm.
do it and think it's okay because I'm American and we do it over here, then I violated someone's country's rules. So I
Right.
think that I don't want to see anyone having too much affection in public. I want it to be real and not nasty. So when it gets to the point where where something should be in the bedroom, I don't want to see it. So that's my
Mm-hmm.
opinion.
Okay. Okay.
Kissing,
Okay.
holding
Okay.
hands,
Okay,
okay.
for
Mom, your turn.
me,
Your turn.
okay, oh, I can't wait. For me, okay, so I'm a little bit of both, and I agree with Dr. E. So assuming that we're in America, right? And it's always
Woo-hoo-hoo.
believe that people in general should know the country they're in before they display any types of affection or do anything that they would normally do in their country that's
Yeah,
legal.
societal norms.
But right, it's just I don't notice. But for me personally, I think it's cute when people hold hands. I think it's cute when you give like a kiss on the cheek. But I am okay. So Nat knows this, and Bella does too. I have like an obsession with K dramas. So with that said, oh my God, this is so cute how they display affection. It's like, oh my gosh, I got a kiss on the cheek. You're waiting that whole show for them just to hold a hand, and it's like
American
you're
shows
so
us in the first 5 minutes that they're already in bed with each other.
Yeah,
right.
that's
But
also
I
a bad
love the
thing. Or
way K dramas do
it
it.
I
starts with
agree.
that. Why do
Yeah.
you
Hmm.
watch
So
shows
it's
and it
like
doesn't even say
I
18 plus and it'll
yeah,
start with them just in the bed scene?
and
I
I don't
hate
Hmm.
care
that.
what gender you are. I don't care what your sexual preference is. I don't want to see all that.
Hmm.
No.
So it's just like to me, it's about like looking. I know that you're probably doing that. I already told my girls, like, I know that they're gonna wait forever because they're such good little Christian girls. But
Mm.
but no, in general, like, at a certain point, you get in a relationship and you go to the next level. I don't need to see what y'all about to do.
No.
So
No.
I think I love the way K dramas are. It's just so sweet. So that's my thought. I think keep it
Okay,
K
Nana,
drama.
your turn. Your turn, Nana, your turn.
Oh, you want to go last? Okay.
Yeah, I'm
Um,
going in order.
I mean, I agree with all the points that you guys have said so far. I think if we go to a country and obviously that isn't it isn't you need to watch. I think over affection is too much anyways. Like I'm sorry. I don't oh my god, I still have a nightmare of this. Oh, I get grossed out. Sorry. But I remember when we went and back in Amsterdam,
Oh
we went to a
God.
bar
Lord.
and this
Lord.
girl, I tell this story all the time. This girl, I'm not a hater either. It's just so gross to me. But they were across from us. I was trying to enjoy my drink, but it was sour very quickly. But her boyfriend had this beard and it was excessive. And she was like petting him like a dog. And I'm like, okay, this is too much. That's when it's
Maybe
too much
he's
for
a
me.
werewolf.
My thing is like certain things need to be at home. It's okay, hold hands, like kiss, but also like you guys need to calm down. Like if you guys are sitting on each other's laps and if it's just too much.
Too
In a
much.
It's too
public
much.
place.
In public, yeah, because there's also it's
Kids.
kind of like it's like I mean, come on. There's certain things you do in public, certain things you don't. You're not gonna go around shouting like a bunch of like what curse words everywhere because it's like okay,
Right.
there's a place, maybe around your
Mm-hmm.
friends. Just like you're not gonna wear a bra and walk around. Well, I mean, I don't know. Everybody does something different nowadays. I can't even say things certain. Like if you're not gonna wear your Victoria's Secret bra out and your little tiny thong. You're not gonna walk out on the street because obviously you're gonna get pulled over for public indecency. It should be the same
Right.
with affection, in my opinion. Like we don't need to overdo it. We understand you guys are in a relationship, but there's like a time and place, and there's a way to do things that's presentable, and there's a way to do things that's a little too excessive. Anyway, Bella, you can take the
I
mic because
love
I know you've been waiting.
Okay. I have a lot. to say.
Oh my.
I think it's
And
absolutely
now,
disgusting. No, I think it's absolutely disgusting when
Oh
people are
my.
making out right in front of me.
Yeah, me
Like
too.
when I hear
Ew.
no,
Oh, Bella, stop. I'm gonna
no,
throw
I
up.
have to talk about this. I have to. When I hear like your lips and tongues making contact, you're doing too much. You're doing too much. I can't stand it. I
Like,
literally
is this a
cannot
fan
stand
fiction?
it.
Like, calm it down.
No, I literally remember this so vividly. One time I was going to school, okay, and my school is like Euphoria. I was going to school and I was like 10 minutes maybe early to class. And I was just standing outside the door, and this dude and his girlfriend literally like he like caged her in on the side of the wall, and they
Oh
were
my
making out
God.
right in front of me, guys. I felt like I was literally in a Wattpad scene, and I couldn't believe it. I like my
Get
jaw
a
dropped.
room.
My jaw dropped.
That's why we. That's when we need to bring bullying back. Get a room. You know, like you gotta do stuff like that.
No one cared.
That's my thing. Like nobody cares.
I
It's
just
so
think
gross.
like okay.
They
I
go
don't feel like I'm a
I'm
prude
sorry.
for saying that. I don't want to see it. Like I
No,
wouldn't want. I don't
I
want
think
But we're
everybody.
all in agreement. We should keep the K drama.
I think
I think
that
that's sweet. Like that, and also that makes you kind of crave what we all want, which deep down we do want a partner, right? We want an affection. We like that build up. We're kind of straying from that. And if you just jump the gun and just I don't know. I just feel like we're so public with things nowadays. It just doesn't feel genuine sometimes.
I just think people need to keep it in the house.
Mm-hmm.
I don't really care about hand holding, I guess, that much.
A
You know what
kiss
bothers
here
me
or there,
too?
but also
When-
too much name calling.
That too, but also
Pookie beer.
oh my god, that is my
Babe.
number one pet
Baby
peeve.
boo.
When one of my
Love you,
friends, their
bug.
boyfriend is like calling them baby the whole time. I'm like, what is going on?
Okay,
I don't-
okay. What's your pet peeve? Each one of you, the name that you hate somebody to say. Like if you
Let
were
me
dating
go
somebody and they
first.
called you that.
oh,
Okay, Belle, you go first.
baby go second.
You did that.
Sweet and babe.
Okay, you know what's kind of what I was thinking about recently? I'm like, why do we call each other babe? Because it's kind of weird. Like baby.
I don't like baby
Why? Because it's like we refer to kids that way. I don't know. I just thought that was kind of weird. I was just thinking about that the other day.
Yeah.
But anyways, yeah, I'm not really a big fan. I just don't like over excessive name calling. Like after a while, like I said, it feels performative, and it's also like kind of get a room. Like if you're in a group of friends and you're like, baby, like babe, what can I? It's a little too much.
Baby,
like, you can
show
say
me
their name.
knuckles. Come here.
You could say, Sean, what do you need? Sean, oh, love you, Sean. You don't need to do too much. That was just an example.
I can understand.
Yeah,
It's
I
like, hey, babe,
agree
you
with
want
you
this or
guys.
something every once in a while, but when you go, babe, sweetie.
I just can't.
Yeah, I
actually
think I'm
understandable.
in
I don't
agreement
really
with
like
both of you
babe.
guys.
Mm-hmm.
Babe is kind
Well, that
of
was funny
goofy to
that
me.
I think that
I just feel like that's really performative.
I think for me, like there was a time where it was really like you guys said, the performative thing is kind of weird. And I heard this girl, and she kept calling her boyfriend hot cheeks, and I was like, what the heck?
Hot.
Like it was just
Hot
like
cheeks.
she was,
What is he doing with his
she was
cheeks?
trying too hard. Like I know she's like hot cheeks.
Maybe he
hot
has some
cheeks. I'm like,
Chipotle.
what? Like it just
Oh my God, wait. You know what I hate?
Yeah,
Ugh. You reminded me. I hate because people have done this to me. They're like mama or like like ew.
I hate when they
Oh,
say
yeah.
mama or
Don't
mama.
tell me
Sita,
mama.
Mamacita.
wait,
Mamacita.
Mamacita is like Yaya's
Mamas.
nightmare.
Ew.
Well, I remember Yaya, there was a time she was on an app and somebody said that and she deleted them right away. What was it, Mama? They
Oh.
called you?
Oh,
Yeah.
yeah, I know. I literally remember that. That was
I
when we were still
remember,
here.
yeah, it's like,
He
uh,
went, hey, Mamacita, you want to meet up? Or he said something like that. And I was like, oh my God.
Oh God, Mamacita.
bye.
Yeah, that's pretty
Okay.
bad.
So you guys, well, we're almost in our last segment, so
Mhm.
we're going to talk about this. So if you could redesign Valentine's Day,
Mm.
let's start with Bella since we've been going in order. Bella,
Okay.
what would you do to change it?
I think instead of it being mainly focused towards couples, because even though I think like it really isn't towards couples, it's the day of love, really is what it is. I think it's very gone to the point where everybody's like, oh my God, look at my boyfriend, look at my boyfriend. And then they like, post all this stuff and it's just too much to the point where I feel like we kind of need to bring it back to its like original meaning of like just being love in general. Like it doesn't have to be always with a significant other. And I think too, like we don't have to post every single thing. Like I don't need to see the
Yeah.
lingerie you're going to be wearing that night. I really don't need to see that.
Oh my. Oh my.
Yep.
I agree.
Agreed. What about you? What about you, Nat?
I mean, I kind of agree with Bella. I don't think I have really
Right.
much to add. I don't know. I think I kind of like how, okay, there's two parts to me. I think, of course, the original Valentine's was the history behind it. It was like we're kind of it's like a Romeo and Juliet story because there was an actual man that was named Valentine, and I won't get into it, but it's kind of crazy how he used his name.
Or Valentine.
Yeah,
Really?
but
Okay.
it's funny how it kind of got transformed into the Day of Love, even though the story itself is a little sad. But, um, but yeah, obviously it's supposed to celebrate relationships and love, and as society, we've I feel like most of our holidays are kind of evolving with society. So we're kind of losing the original purpose of each day now because we could even look at other examples of holidays, like how things have evolved with society. Like now we do trunk or treat. We don't go to the doors anymore because people are crazy and people are horrible. So to protect our own kids, we feel safer with the trunk or treat. And I feel like just like Valentine's Day is evolving because us as a society are too. But I think
Hmm.
it's your choice on what you want to make it. I like it both ways. I think it's sweet when I see my friends that are single and they do the galentines or the friends because it doesn't even have to just be girls. I've seen people just do the whole friends
No, I've
Valentine's
seen
Day.
guys do like
Yeah, I've
that.
seen
Like,
guys like do it too. Like even if it's in a joking way, it's like they're spending time with their friends. Like they're doing a thing where it's like, okay, we don't have to sulk around because we don't have anybody. We could get one maybe the day after Valentine's. You never know. It's not promised, but let's not sulk. Um, and I just like that. I kind of like that. Because it's a way people can celebrate. If we are in a relationship, we are, and if we're not, then let's still make a day out of it because we can still have love for people without being in a relationship with them. Like, I mean, I love Bella, and we did our own Valentine's Day thing, right? Like, we did little chocolates. But Mom makes little
oh yeah,
Valentine's
mom
gifts
always
day for
celebrates
us.
like Easter and stuff.
She crocheted. I'm just gonna get a shout out to Mom. She crocheted us little heart pillows, which was very
Yeah.
sweet. For all the kids. So yeah,
Mine was the
that's
best
how
one.
that's how I feel about it.
Yeah, for me personally, I'm with you girls. I still love, like, I think that it's you shouldn't have to be ashamed that you have somebody and you want to celebrate them. But I
Mm-hmm.
also think there's room, like you said, to like love everybody, right? So for people that don't have it, that they still have something to do. And that's why I love this Valentine's Day. And sometimes I think social media, what has been there's two extremes to social media. There's been the oversharing, but then there's been those people that are like, you know what, I don't have, and it's okay. And I think that sometimes that needs to be shown. Because I think before, like people felt like I remember even when I was younger. I mean, like I sometimes had a Valentine, or sometimes I didn't. And like when friends did, you kind of felt sometimes like out of place. Or like, oh, I'm going here and there. And you're like, oh,
Mm-hmm.
don't be the and it's there's nothing wrong with it. Like I was secure in myself enough to not be like really upset about it. But I think it's nice now that you're seeing that people are like, I'm hanging out with my girlfriends, we don't have somebody, and that's okay, and we still are just celebrating love. And
Mm-hmm.
so I'm with you both, like that you said, like let's go back to the meaning of what it's now been defined as without
Mm-hmm.
looking at the history, to focus on love. How about you, um, Dr. E?
Estella.
Wait, she does.
Yes, she has so many names to call me. She can't remember. I
I know.
understand. Because now I'm wearing so many different roles in this call. So yeah,
I know, right?
I think less pressure, more sincerity, like just like you were guys are saying, and just not normalizing things. I think that I think we have to evolve as things evolve, and there's a new norm for Valentine's Day, and it's not just like when I grew up about your relationship. It's about with a man or a woman. It's more like with now. It's like males can celebrate, but if they're not dating, women can, children can, kids. I mean, so it's just we have to go with the what happens now and not live so much in the past and not get depressed. If a lot of times people will get depressed and like, I don't have a Valentine's, and you do. You have Valentine's because love is love, right? It hasn't
Mm-hmm.
Hmm.
changed. There's no certain packages in every generation, love is meant the same way. It's caring, being present, having effort toward a relationship and kindness. So even though the wrapper may change, the heart does not. And
Oh
that's
my
my
gosh, I love that. Even though the rapper may.
Period. Period.
What? That's a period quote for Dr. Edie
Clock
here.
period.
it, as we
Period.
say in
I remember
Gen
Yaya's
Z.
quote about
What?
rapping.
What? Okay, Mom. So you guys, so here's some food for thought. So maybe Valentine's Day isn't new, but the expectations have changed a bit. Whether you're partnered, single, healing, grieving, or celebrating, love isn't a performance. We all agree on that. It's a practice. And the most powerful relationships are built on consistency, just showing love, and being intentional. That's Valentine's Day worth keeping.
Hmm.
Dr. E, do you want to leave us with a thought?
Yeah, I think as we close today's conversation, I think we just should take a deep breath and just realize that love is not new. What has changed again is the expectations placed upon it. We don't need to pressure ourselves to post. We don't need to perform or be have unspoken pressure to prove love publicly. I encourage us to take notice where that pressure lies and why are we feeling like we have to do some of these things
Hmm.
and just focus more on our good thoughts, compassion toward one another's, and leave out all these assumptions. So I leave you with just love is never required an audience. It doesn't depend on applause. It is truly steady. It's present. It's intentional. Happens in all types of gestures, in private conversations, and even in the unseen.
With that, you guys, thank you so much for watching our show or listening to our show today. And thank you, our two new strategic ladies,
You
Natty
are
and
so
Bella.
welcome.
We're so excited to have you on here. You guys make sure to like and follow at Strategic Ladies and make sure to visit strategicladies.com for our next show. You can always write us at write2 at strategicladies.com as well. Have a wonderful day.
Take care.
Bye.